Tuba. I'm Luke. I'm Susanna. I'm Billy. I'm Candy. I'm Mary.
And we are TNN Tiger News Network.
All right, good morning, Davil Elementary School, and welcome to another great broadcast of TNN Tiger News Network. I am on location today. We have the reading zone going on, and we have some special guests on the show. We'll get to those later. But let's go ahead and get over to some lunch.
I think it's time to get some lunch. Lunch, it's time for lunch. Lunch, it's time to munch, crunch, eat a bunch. It's time for lunch, not brunch. Starving. Lunch, lunch, it's time for lunch. Lunch, it's time to munch, crunch, eat a bunch. It's time for lunch, not brunch. Eat some cheese, peas, broccoli.
Today for lunch, we're having pizza, a garden salad, French fries, comes along with a cookie, fruit juice, and your choice of milk. Well, I said we had some guests on today. Let's go ahead and get over to our first guest before we get into the reading zone. All right, good morning, Davil Elementary School. I have here 4 6th graders that did something amazing. They did it on their own, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell you about this random act of kindness, as we used to call it. I'm going to let them tell you about this random act of kindness.
Leah, Paris, Kimani, Janaya.
All right, can one of you kind of tell the Davil Elementary School audience about this random act of kindness that you guys did?
Well, before we came up with this video, we decided to get a poster board and put "Hope your son get well soon" on it, and we went around and told all the teachers to sign it and tell all the teachers what happened to Miss Daniel's son, because Miss Daniel's son, as you know, was in an accident.
All right, so Miss Daniel's 6th grade teacher,
Yes,
her
ma'am.
son was in an accident. And so you ladies got together and decided to get a poster board and get everybody to sign it, like a get well soon card, or?
Yes, sir.
All right. And did y'all already giving this to Miss Daniels?
Yes, sir.
All right. So why did you do this?
Because we think that Miss Daniel needs a little love because what happened to her son, and because she thinks we're a big handful, but we still love her like dear so, and all that.
Okay. So you guys just want to show her how much y'all loved her, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And so whose idea was it?
Our idea.
Yeah, you two, y'all kind of got it up. And so what did y'all do? And when y'all say, hey, how did you come about thinking about doing something like this?
Because we sort of felt bad because we know, we're a big handful on Miss Daniel, and all the 6th grade teachers, and so when we heard about it, it made us feel bad, and we just wanted to do something for her.
Well, ladies, I know Miss Daniels appreciated, and I really think that was probably the sweetest thing that anybody could have done, especially at this school. Just to be able to offer that love, show Miss Daniels just a little bit of love, and y'all can be a handful sometimes. Are y'all gonna stop being a handful? Maybe a half handful for the rest of the year. Try not to be. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all doing that, and like I said, I know Miss Daniels really appreciated it, and I know it came from the depths of your heart. There need to be more students in the school like that. Hopefully, anybody else out there in the school, y'all see what they did. Just a random act of kindness, just out of nowhere. They felt like they needed to do this. Girls, I want to thank y'all for doing that again and coming on the show. And let's not be a handful the rest of the year. Thank you, ladies, for that interview. I mean, Miss Daniels, if you don't feel loved, you should feel love right now. But I tell you what, those girls, what we always talk about random acts of kindness. That was a random act of kindness. Continue that hard work, and I promise you it's going to pay off. Miss Daniels, like I said, you should feel very loved. Let's go ahead and get over to the reading zone with Miss Mask.
Hey boys and girls, we are here for another reading zone. This week I didn't go into a class either because I'm just going to talk to you about a certain thing for everybody to listen to. This week and the next 3 weeks after today, We're going to be doing some lessons about fluency. What is fluency? Fluency is the way in which you read. If somebody reads fluently, you can understand them. It sounds kind of like they're talking to you. If someone reads not fluently, it sounds very choppy and it does not sound correct. Okay? So as you are learning to read, and as you have already learned to read, because the upper grades, you still can work on your fluency, there's some different strategies you can use to learn how to read more fluently. And so today, our strategy is to read smoothly and with ease. Okay? I'm going to model for you real quick what it isn't. Okay? So just listen real quick to one page from the text. Because a snake would lose it. Did that sound good? I don't think so. So as you listen to Miss Mask read this book, listen to how I read it. I'm going to try to model reading it with smoothly and with ease. Okay? The title of our book is Animals Should Definitely Not Wear Clothing. And it's written by Judy Barrett. This is a really cool book. We're going to try to have the pictures for you so that you can see why animals should not wear clothing. Animals should definitely not wear clothing because it would be disastrous for a porcupine. Because a camel might wear it in the wrong places. Because a snake would lose it. Because a mouse could get lost in it. Because a sheep might find it terribly hot. Because it can be very messy for a pig. Because it might make life hard for a hen. Because a kangaroo would find it quite unnecessary. Because a giraffe might look sort of silly. Because a billy goat would eat it for lunch. Because it would always be wet on a walrus. Because a moose could never manage. Because possums might wear it upside down by mistake. And most of all, because it might be very embarrassing. I hope you liked that book as much as I did. And just pay attention to think about how I read this story. I didn't read it choppy. I read it smoothly and with ease. And so that's your goal for fluent reading. That's the end of our reading zone for this week. I look forward to next week.
Thank you, Miss Mask, for the reading zone. I know you work hard every week trying to put this together. I think the kids are benefiting from the reading zone and Wigging Out Wednesday. So look forward to you sitting in every Thursday doing the reading zone. Well, that brings us to the end of another great broadcast of TNN Tiger News Network. And as we always say, have a great day or not, the choice is yours.